Hey YouTube, so I've decided to do a different type of video, and yeah, in this video I'm going to be showing you basically how I make my videos and what processes go into it and all that stuff. So first, what I usually do is I usually go to Trello, and it basically shows what videos I've got planned to do and what I'm thinking of doing. So that's the video I'm going to be doing now. So yeah, I see what I'm going to be doing, put it to be filmed, go down to Word, and so I've actually already written this one. Usually when I write up a script or plan for a video, it doesn't just happen in one day. I usually get the idea in a day, write it up, and then when I have time, as I do today, I go and record it. And yeah, it's ready to print. But before I go and print it, what I usually do is I usually highlight the bits where I'm recording something else in yellow, and the bits where I'm recording me, I just leave them unhighlighted. And this basically tells me when I should be looking at the camera and when I shouldn't need to look at the camera. And yeah, it does really help. So that's a little tip for you all. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this, highlight them, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm back. I just finished highlighting everything. I also went through it and I just checked it to make sure that all the grammar's correct. There isn't any sentences that just don't make sense or anything like that. Now that we've finished this, I can just go ahead and print it. So yeah, here's the script. I'm going to attach that later to the camera and you're going to see how I'm going to do that. And yeah, after I finish this I can just close it, save it. So I'm back to my phone camera, and yeah, we're going to have to move all this stuff around. I set it up for me to record the computer, but yeah, now it's time to move it around. This is usually how I have the camera set up. It's usually back here against the wall, and this is actually how I do the plugs, because this thing has to be powered obviously, and it does have a place for a battery, so I screwed it off. And I am actually going to hopefully get a battery for this, so I don't have to worry about plugging it in here. But yeah, I haven't got around to it yet, so that isn't sorted out yet. There's the camera. D3200 in case you're wondering. In case you're wondering why I don't just put this on the floor, it's because the wire isn't long enough and it will just be pulling. Just doing a bit of readjusting to this. I still haven't completely gotten the hang of setting up lighting yet, so I'm just kind of doing the best I can really. Just lift it up a bit. Pretty hard trying to do this with while holding the phone. Switch them on just to try it out. Let's just see how it looks like. Oh, I just switched it off. As you can see, well, you can't really see anything. Yeah, as you can see, it's a bit blurry and the lights are in it, so they need adjusting a bit. Sometimes I also zoom in a bit. Usually it's kind of adjusted from before, but because I was recording me at the screen, that's why I have to do a bit more adjusting. And yeah, that's me. Now that we've got all the stuff on the tripod set up, as you see up there, there's a bit of blue tack, and that's what I use to stick this to the tripod. So I just take a bit of blue tack, put it on the back, right here, stick it about there, so I can see it while I'm recording. So I just closed the blind. I thought I was recording while I closed it, but I wasn't, so oh well. And yeah, the reason I closed it is basically because it's a bit too bright for the camera, which is why I have these two lights on, to help make up for the loss of light. And yeah, it's also to help show that blue at the back, which I think looks pretty nice. In case you're wondering where I got these blue LED lights from, well, I got them from Amazon, but the reason I got them at first was basically because I was doing this chair in school, and I had LED lights on it, and these were the leftover lights from there. It was just the right amount to do from here, down there, and up there. So to record videos I use this microphone, the Audio-Technica AT2020. I usually plug it in there and have the microphone somewhere about here where I'm recording. So it's not exactly the best place to put it in the world, but it does work, it does sound fine, so I just go with it until I can get an actual place to put the microphone, like one of those stand-in things or whatever. And to record I usually use Audacity. I'm just going to switch that on. Then I put a screensaver on. In Windows 7 I was able to get to the screensaver easier, but they've changed, not Windows 7, sorry, Windows 8. But for now I have to type it in with one hand while holding a camera on my phone. I actually use this blurry one. It's the same screensaver that's on the Mac, and it's one of my favourite screensavers, so I decided to try and get it on here too. And yeah, I just usually just press preview, and that's basically what my background is. If you want, oh my line, and okay. And I'll see you next time, where we're going to discover something else new about our devices. Bye. So I just finished recording the video, and yeah, I usually just take this paper off. So I just set up the camera again, and yeah, the battery's just about to run out. There we go, back to life. I usually just dump this script here somewhere, and it's just out of frame, so you're not going to see it on the camera. Oh, okay, no, it isn't just out of frame. But then I need to adjust this a bit too. I usually, I can actually cheat a bit with this, because it's already pretty bright already. I'll just move these things out the way. So I don't have to have these lights over here on, I can just use the light from up there, which is pretty good. This table does actually get cleaned, believe me, but it's just got so much scratches and marks and stuff on it that it looks like it doesn't. So I just have to kind of adjust the camera in a way and put the phone in a certain position to kind of hide as many of those as possible. So something that's actually really annoying is, as you can see, my reflection's in it. So I have to kind of stand to the side while I'm doing it, or else my reflection will be in it. Yeah, it decided to just do that. So yeah, the battery's running out too, like everything's just going to a disaster. I always turn the brightness all the way up, and that just helps it show up on camera a bit better. So I'm going to leave that video there anyway, so I'm just going to do it in different parts. I've decided I'm going to do the first part where it's going to be recording and how I go about recording it, the second part for editing, and the third part for putting it up on YouTube. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next video.